Top 5. The world's most expensive military aircraft. The Manhattan Project was not the most expensive program of World War II. It was the B-29 Superfortress program that cost $3 billion. Today, aircraft remains some of the most expensive military projects in the world, and aircraft development that goes wrong can break the military industry of smaller nations. Aircraft get more expensive when they are produced in small numbers as there are fewer aircraft with which to share the development costs. It may come as a surprise that F-35 Lightning II, criticized for years for being extremely expensive, is not among the top 5 most expensive military aircraft. Number 5. Boeing P-8 Poseidon. Starting off our list, Boeing's P-8 Poseidon has proven to be a popular maritime patrol and reconnaissance aircraft. It was first delivered to the United States Navy in the Navy and has since been exported to a wide range of foreign customers, including Canada, the UK, Australia, Norway, India, and even New Zealand. It is undoubtedly the most expensive aircraft in the New Zealand Air Force, which purchased for. The P-8 Poseidon is derived from Boeing's 737-800RX and operates in anti-submarine and anti-surface warfare. It provides intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance and can even carry torpedoes, harpoon anti-ship missiles, and other weapons. Air Force Technology states it comes with an overall procurement cost of around $290 million per aircraft. The P-8 Poseidon is the only aircraft in this list to still be in production. Number 4. McDonnell Douglas A Boeing C17 Globemaster III. Not all expensive aircraft shoot missiles or carry presidents. The Globemaster III is among the world's best and largest military transport aircraft and the most costly aircraft on this list to have been sold to countries outside of the United States, including the United Kingdom, Canada, Australia, and India. They were developed during the 1980s and 1990s, and the last one was produced in 2015 and was delivered to Qatar. The per-unit cost of the aircraft is around $218 million, according to Force Technology, but the lifetime cost of the aircraft is $328 million to $368 million. The Globemaster can carry payloads of 170,900 pounds and airdrop 100 to paratroopers. The Soviet Antonov An-1-4 is even larger and is the largest military transport aircraft in service today. Number 3. Boeing's Air Force One VC-25. Technically, Air Force One is the call sign for when the president flies on an aircraft. This is usually facilitated by one of 2 Boeing VC-25s. These 2 VC-25s are possibly the most expensive jumbo jets ever made. They are 2 heavily modified military versions of the Boeing 747-200, according to TOC. The cost of both aircraft was around $660 million in 1990. They cost around $325 million each and up to $206,000 per hour to fly. While the $325 million is enough to make them 2 of the most expensive aircraft in the United States Air Force, that price tag is about to be dwarfed by their replacement. Boeing is currently working on 12 replacement presidential aircraft modified 747-8 South that will cost $3.9 billion, which would possibly make them the most expensive U.S. Air Force aircraft. Incredibly, CNN also reported that Boeing had suffered a $1 billion loss on each of those presidential aircraft. Number 2. Lockheed Martin F-22 Raptor. The F-22 Raptor was built to be an air dominance fighter, and it was massively more advanced than any other air superiority fighter when it first entered service in 2005. However, the program's massive cost and the lack of perceived peer-to-peer adversaries at the time saw the program cut. Originally, 750 examples were planned to be procured, but only 187 production units were produced. When it was canceled in 2009, the last Raptor was delivered in 2012. The F-2 Raptor remains one of the world's best fighters, but its stealth, complexity, and combination of situational awareness and aerodynamic performance come at a cost. Its low production numbers drove up the aircraft's individual costs, which was made worse by an export ban. Airforce Technologie estimates the unit cost to be $143 million and the total costs to be $350 million. Number 1. Northrop Grumman B-2 Spirit. Estimating the cost of a Northrop Grumman B-2 Spirit is somewhat problematic as they have been out of production since 2000. However, these iconic symbols of American power are generally regarded as the most expensive aircraft in service in the Air Force. The B-2 Spirit is the only stealth bomber in service today, and only 21 of the type were ever built. One crashed. According to Finance Online, the original unit cost of the B-2 was $737 million. However, adding in other retrofitting costs and each aircraft's share of the $45 billion development cost, the per-unit cost rises to around $2.1 billion. This is an astronomical amount of money and more than what many air forces spend on their entire air force. The B-2 also costs around $135,000 per hour to operate.